Yeah, it's the giant black finger of death. Or it's my finger silhouetted on my third Pokemon Black-White Wi-Fi battle. Welcome everyone. We are in our usual tilty, semi-decent quality. It's becoming a trademark. I am going to look at getting some video editing software if the price is right, aka free. Some guy linked something in the comments or mentioned something in the comments a while ago. I will go back and check out that, but I didn't today because I am very, very lazy. So we shall continue on with this battle, and you will have to make do and mend with it. Okay, so today we are fighting a guy called NeoKingGhidorah. I'm 99% sure his name is NeoKingGhidorah, and he is going to be leading with a Porygon 2, a Donald Duck. So I'm leading with Empoleon because I wanted to, really. I go with the Stealth Rock because I'm thinking this thing can Thunderbolt me, but it's not going to do too much if it does, and I just want to see what it'll do. Seems like a good opportunity to get a rock, so I do. And he uses Trick Room, which sets the alarm bells, I suppose, ringing that this is a Trick Room team. So I take another look at his team, which I noted down. Don't know whether that's poor sport, but it consists of 3 walls, which are Dusk Noir, Cresselia, and Porygon 2, and 3 Trick Room sweepers. So anyway, I stay in and go for the Surf here, because I want to see what it'll do, see if it does Thunderbolt me. I mean, with Trick Room, there's a good chance it carries Recover, and then maybe doesn't carry the Thunderbolt. You know, like the move slots, you've only got so many. But he does switch out into a Crawdont, which gets hit by a Surf. Then he's going to superpower me. I thought I could live an Earthquake from it, but judging by how much superpower did with a Tropical Berry, maybe I could have, maybe I couldn't have. Not too sure. Probably could have done just. But he is Life Orbed, which is going to take him down into KO range of Surf, which means Empoleon's done great work, got up the rocks, and taken down one of his 3 sweepers. The other 2 being Rampardos, who is going to come in, who is called Hateful. And I don't hate Rampardos. I think Rampardos is really cool. And the other one is going to be a Heatran. So 3 walls, 3 attackers, 1 attacker already down. So we're going good. I know I'm going to die to an Earthquake, but I think he may overpredict, might go for a Stone Edge maybe. But also, I also look at my team and I think I look at his team and think Empoleon's going to do nothing to any of these guys, you know, like, unless we're out of a Trick Room, and then he could outspeed them, but we're probably going to be in a Trick Room, and I'd have Starmie too, so I don't see the reason to bring anything in to take an Earthquake on. You know, I could bring in Excadrill to take an Earthquake with my Air Balloon, but then I'm going to be outsped and killed, so may as well just let Empoleon die, save Dusknoir some HP, and I go for the Earthquake on Rampardos because I'm thinking if he stays in, he's dead, and he might switch to Heatran, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. And if he did do that, then I just smash him with an Earthquake. I mean, he could be Air Balloon, but, you know, I think it's a safe-ish play. I go for the Will-O-Wisp now, because I'm pretty sure as Cress has come in, and as Twisted Dimensions just wore off, he's not going to be switching to his Heatran anytime soon. And, yeah, he does go for the Trick Room, so I now have a nice Will-O-Wisp on Cresselia. I don't know if he carries Rest, but he probably carries Moonlight, because in my experience of Gen 4, most Cresselia carry Moonlight, I think, and the ones that carry Rest you just want to murder because they're so annoying. Stop resting with your stupid calm-mindedness. Although one of my favorite moments on Pokemon Online was using this T-Tar, except I had Rest on it in Gen 4. I took Rest off it for Gen 5 because it, you know, I think it's a more offensive metagame, but I might put it back on because I'm not being kicked around too much by big, powerful physical attackers. Favorite moment was Cresselia getting to a +6 on the Calm Mind, and the guy in the chat going, "Oh, I'm going to totally wreck face. Oh, you're so dead now. You've let me get to +6." And I bring in T-Tar, and an Ice Beam does a quarter to it, which is just, and then he forfeited, but it was hilarious. Anyway, back to the match in hand. He brings in a Heatran, switching. We have a switch apiece. I go into T-Tar to take on his Crest, because it's perfect counter pretty much, except for Toxic maybe. And he goes into a Heatran, and he doesn't have the Air Balloon. I'm thinking maybe he has a Shucker Berry, but even if that thing has Choice Specs with an Earth Power, I'm gonna just, I can take that. I'm EV'd very special defensively, so I just Earthquake. He stays in, he dies, which is great for me. So he brings in Rampardos. I was at full health. I thought I could possibly live an Earthquake and then just kill him off with an Earthquake of my own, but I need Tyranitar to take on his walls, namely Dust Noir, Cresselia, and even Porygon 2, because of the special defensive nature of Tyranitar. I need him to take on the walls, so I just go into Dust Noir now, and I'm glad I kept him at full health from Empoleon's sacrifice, and he takes it pretty nicely, Earthquake, just under half. So that's pretty good. I go for the Pain Split here, sort of a semi-safe move, because I half predict a switch, but I think in fact, I'm pretty sure I do predict a switch, and he's probably going to go into a pretty full health wall and I Pain Split, and even if he doesn't switch and goes for the Earthquake, I am going to be, I will live that, and then be able to Pain Split back some health, and then maybe Shadow Sneak to kill him, or maybe the Trick Room will wear off, or maybe I'm not faster than a Trick Room, I don't think, or am I? Am I faster than Rampardos in Trick Room? Probably not if he's got a minus speed nature, minus speed IV. I'm not sure Rampardos' base speed. It's irrelevant anyway because he went into Cress and I Pain Splitted, and that's good as well because he's going to get some burn as well as having a little bit of damage taken to him. And the dimensions return to normal here. I just Shadow Sneak. I don't want to go into T-Tar fearing a Toxic, because I'm pretty sure, that might be what he wants to do, because I switched in T-Tar before, and if he saw me do that, he might just think, right, I will Toxic this time, and I would rather Dust Noir take the poison than T-Tar. So I just go for Shadow Sneak, and plus Shadow Sneak plus Burn is going to take that Crest really far down, plus Sandstorm. So that's all pretty good. He actually just goes for the Trick Room again, needs to have that set up, but now he's only got one attacker really to take advantage of it. I mean, his walls can take advantage of it to an extent, but really he's now only got Rampardos to really, hit me hard with the damages. So it's looking good. I go for another Shadow Sneak here to try and take out this Moonshine, because I'm pretty sure I could, plus Burn if he didn't Moonlight or something. Maybe I could take it out anyway. But he's going to go into his other wall now, his Dust Noir, and it's going to take nothing from the Shadow Sneak. So now I'm thinking, well, my team really matches up well against this guy's team. I mean, Tyranitar basically, if these walls lack Toxic and good recovery, then Tyranitar basically shuts all three of them pretty much down. And then two of his attackers have gone, only Rampardos remains, and I have plenty to deal with that. So it's looking very, very good for me. I think my team just matches up very well against NeoKingGhidorah's team. So that's good. We both go for the Will-O-Wisp here because I really don't want to get Tyranitar burned. I don't want to go into like Starmie and then get Shadow Sneaked or even Shadow Punched or something like that to take a status. I don't want to go into Infinite to take a status, because he's got Earthquake and he's bulky and I'm not going to be able to kill. So I just go for the Will-O-Wisp, want some residual damage on that, probably not carrying the rest, probably carrying Pain Split like me, seems like a good idea, except we both missed Will-O-Wisp, which is a giant waste of everyone's time, thank you Game Freak. But anyway, we both Will-O-Wisp again this turn. Going to Cress isn't an option for him to take the Will-O-Wisp because he will die from Stealth Rock and Burn. So that's good. I know I can definitely burn something or kill Cress. Either is a good option. So this time we both hit, which is good because it would be really annoying if one of us had missed, especially after both of us missing before. So now I'm thinking what to do because I don't want him Will-O-Wisping again and hitting T-Tar, even though T-Tar could probably still take on his walls if he was burned, maybe, possibly. It would be easier if he was not. So I'm predicting a second Will-O-Wisp here, I think, and I just go for a Shadow Sneak just to get a bit of damage on, get another turn of Burn on it. And I'll be taking my HP down with Burn, which is actually a good thing because that would mean his Pain Split won't recover him anything. Anyway, he goes into his Donald Duck, which is going to take the Shadow Sneak nicely. What do I go for now? Because I can Will-O-Wisp this thing now, but he could easily go into Dust Noir, but he will get more burn. So I think I go for the Will-O-Wisp, because even if he goes into Dust Noir, he's still going to have to take a turn of burn damage, which is going to be good. And I don't want him using Toxic or anything on switch, so I just go for the Will-O-Wisp here after all this lefties and burn malarkey has happened. His Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I go for the Will-O-Wisp, and unfortunately it misses, so I almost got a burn on all 3 of his walls there, but he's going to Trick Room now, and now that he's got Trick Room up, I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out, because, you know, surely he won't want to burn on Eviolite Donald Duck Porygon 2 in the stand as well. He won't want that residual damage. He has his Trick Room up. Maybe there's something else he can go to, but looking at it from his point of view, if his Duskmar can't hurt me very much, and he doesn't want that taken down, really I can see his logic here for staying in, because, you know, you don't want to go to Rampados and get Will-O-Wisp, you don't want to go to Crest because it'll die, and all that sort of stuff. I guess you could have gone to Crest to die and then bring in Rampados, but he stays in, and I predict to switch to something and just go for an Earthquake, which isn't good because I'm getting taken down even more, and he's got the Thunderbolt, but I'm kind of happy to be taken out here, because what I don't want to do is switch in, but what I do want to do is get the free switch in that comes with dying, which is good. So Dusknoir has basically just sat around, stalled his team out of a bit of HP through Will-O-Wisping, Sandstorming, and all of the attacking moves, and now his team is looking pretty ripe for the taking, maybe, or is it? No, apparently not. Apparently I'm going into Tyranitar and not my end game Pokemon to sweep this thing up. He switches out here, probably doesn't carry the Toxic or just anything to take me. Maybe he predicts a superpower, but I'm not carrying any of that. I'm carrying the Crunch. That is my most powerful physical move. It's my most powerful move, full stop, actually. And I'm going to try and hit the Porygon 2 with that. And actually, I look pretty good for getting it on Duskmar. So, there you go. I knew Crunch would pretty much take out anything that remains on his team. He goes into the Cresselia now, and he's not going to die from Burn, because it's the end of the turn, so he's pretty much alive, but I actually turned out to be faster than him. I believe I've said I'm sassy-natured, minus speed nature, which is going to help me out, which has helped me out a lot in this battle, but it made me faster there, and I could just finish off the Crest. It was probably going to Moonlight, maybe, although that would probably still have killed it with a Crunch. Maybe it was going to, I don't know what it was going to do. It might have Toxic, maybe, but it's pretty much too late now. Toxic and then stall out with Donald Duck using Recover here. Maybe that was the plan, I don't know. But I'm going to Crunch his Donald Duck and just try and take it out of... just try and take it out. Basically, he's going to go for the Trick Room again to become faster than me, and I know he's going to be faster now. And I think I just try and stay in and Crunch him here. He does go for the Recover now that he's faster. I can keep crunching and going for defense drops, and Crunch is still going to do, you know, a nice big chunk to this Donald Duck, even with the Recover. I actually go for the Earthquake, predicting Rampados, apparently, and the difference in power between Crunch and Earthquake is pretty minimal. So, that's actually fine. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he's going to Recover again, so now we can start to look at bringing this thing home by going into Infinite, because he's got to Recover or else he dies. In comes Infinite, and this is going to be the beginning of the end here, because now that I'm slower than his Porygon 2, it really works out well for me, because my close combat defense drops will not count when he attacks me, so I can just go for that. I'm very certain I can live one of whatever this thing can throw at me. Porygon 2 special attack is pretty abysmal. He goes for the Tri-Attack, a strong move. It does just over half, really, so really nothing to write home about. I close combat, and he's just gonna manage to live it, but unfortunately he is gonna be well within the Sandstorm range, and that is gonna take him out. But it did not matter at all, as you will see. Why it did not matter at all? Because if we can get to the point when he dies from Sandstorm and brings in Rampados, the Trick Room will still be up, he will still be faster, but I am Expert Belt Infinite, and I also carry the Mark Punch, and that is going to be good game NeoKingGhidorah. So yeah, good game NeoKingGhidorah. I think my team just matched up well against yours. So yeah, it was still pretty fun. My first win in Black-White Wi-Fi. That's pretty good. I do have another match to play, sort of setting one up, and that's going to be an RU tier game, which looks yeah, you know, the RU tier, I took a look at it when I was building my team, and I thought, wow, this looks a bit stallish, you know, like there's a lot of stally guys. There's also Yan Mega in there, and who put Yan Mega in the RU tier? Are you insane? That thing was BL for a reason in Gen 4. I mean, it's a great Pokemon. They say, oh yeah, that can go in RU. That's fine. It's got a Stealth Rock weakness. Am I insane? I don't know who's running the show, but they're not doing it very well. I think we should. I think I should run the show. Let me be put in charge. I don't know much about the meta game, but I'll do a better job than whoever's putting Yan Mega in RU. You retards. Anyway, we will see what happens in that battle, that RU battle. Maybe I will get swept by Yan Mega. Who knows? Who knows? This has turned into a bit of a Yan Mega rant, and I've never even played RU. So what legs do I have to stand on? So, yeah, I will see you next time, guys, with an LP part, and then hopefully a battle soon. I'm going away for a week pretty soon, so if there's no content, you probably won't notice. But, you know, if you do notice, know that I am away and having fun. So, yeah, goodbye, farewell, Avida saying goodbye.